Hello YouTube, this is Dabmar1079 bringing you another World of Warships Legends video. And today we'll be taking a look at the German Battlecruiser Schlieffen, one of the legendary ships that you can purchase in the Bureau for either 5,000 doubloons, which is like 20 bucks, or you can spend 30 million credits that you've collected in the game. I decided to buy it with 30 million credits in the game. She is pretty much one of the ships that Germany had planned for their Z plan for battleships and battle cruisers, but the Z plan was scrapped after pretty much Bismarck was sunk. And then all production went into pretty much U-boat construction and everything and all that, just like the other one in Grosser Körfer here. All part of the Z plan. Here is the captain that I have with her at the moment. The experience with that. I could have made her the secondary build, but I'll see how this is for right now. I can show you the upgrades you can get with her. I have none whatsoever right now because I gotta see how she plays. Pretty much the only difference between her and Grosser Körfer, besides she has 3 more gun barrels than Schlieffen. She has torpedo tubes, which pretty much is how battle cruisers are usually supposed to be. They're supposed to be light, less armored than the battleship, and have fewer guns than the battleship. Of course, none. She's well armored, pretty much for a battle cruiser, but I'm pretty sure won't be that good. Big guns in your design. Yeah, pretty much of the World War I period, so yeah, not much on that. So like always, we'll take her into AI mode, and then we shall take her into standard mode. So let's get into it. And pretty much almost like almost all these legendary ships, except Yamato in this case. She is a paper ship, pretty much like it said, year of design, 44, so no history whatsoever. The last true capital ships that the German Navy ever produced was that of, well, not sadly for the Germans, not too sadly for the Allies, which is the Bismarck and the Tirpitz. Those 60,000 ton behemoths either sunk, destroying the pride of the British Navy, which is the Invincible Hood, with a golden BB blowing her up, and only 3 survivors come of it. And then the Tirpitz basically scaring the crap out of Churchill, pretty much to where they made a whole new bomb just to sink it, which even still was that pretty much the version of the time of a bunker buster bomb that made a frickin', I'm guessing close to 100-foot crater 30 feet down, surviving it. That just it means Tirpitz was the Bismarck class was definitely terrifying. So I'm pretty sure Grosser Körfer, which I've done a video on, and Schlieffen here, would probably have been just as monstrous as their previous counterparts. If it took the dam busters of the Royal Air Force, plus those new bombs to destroy Tirpitz, and it took a lot of battleships, including, I believe, Rodney, one of the Nelson-class battleships, to turn around instead of going to the States for a refit, to go back out and hunt for the Bismarck. So yeah, these ships are made even for the Battlecruiser, I'm pretty sure,
direct front.
just as much of a nightmare. But pretty much like how the Japanese have good torpedoes, the Germans in their long-range secondary guns that is good for taking out light cruisers. They'll help you weaken them and keep off destroyers a good distance away. Which I could do that one little modification to help her secondary gun range go from 9 kilometers probably upwards to 10 kilometers, or 10 and some change.
Our team has taken the lead.
Come on, the other torpedoes are gonna hit. I got it.
Enemy battleship foundered.
And I do apologize if my camera my aiming reticle, or the camera when it's in port, is just going up and down. I'm thinking that my damn controller is trying to get little stick drift on the other side now. I just had to ask but since I don't know the millimeters, I had to get it converted real quick. These are big guns, 16-inch guns for the Germans. So yeah, these ships now, I'm getting more of the idea, so. Which, now that comes to mind, it's like, the Germans could barely make 15-inch guns, and they had only made it just enough for Bismarck and Tirpitz, and then they were going to do Scharnhorst and Geneise now with 15-inch guns. Which, these ships were basically impossible. Let me make sure on that. Yep. The 16.5-inch guns, give or take. Let's see what Großer Kurfer had. Yep. The same. So yeah. The Germans couldn't even make a 15-inch gun in relative order, and then supposedly before the war started and the whole World War got started, I believe it was the Dutch asked for the same even 11-inch guns that Graf Spee and Scharnhorst themselves had. Those 11-inch guns, except one had 11.45 caliber, the other one had 11.50 caliber. So they wouldn't even have had the metal really to do that, since those ships never got done, and so the deal fell through after Germany invaded Poland. So yeah, pretty much these ships for what they're definitely, yeah, big, powerful ships. Love to play that are good for a game. Theoretically impossible for the actual German Navy at the time,
General quarters.
but just with keeping the the resources, just splitting them between the Air Force, the Army, and then the Navy, which granted Germany was more of a ground base, pretty much didn't have the ability to go out into the ocean where it was originally at. But of course, when they invaded France, took it over, then they had the access to the Atlantic a lot easier. But still, they didn't have the fuel, even though before Operation Barbarossa, they got fuel from the Russians,
Enemy force detected.
which that didn't last long. So even if, say, these ships could have been, the Z plan could have been theoretically achieved, all this metal, if the Bismarck class were around 65,000 tons or so, if I'm remembering correctly, these ships are probably upwards 75,000 tons or more, I'm betting. It's pretty much the Yamato's tonnage. The army wouldn't have enough metal, probably even for the tanks.
Enemy battleship detected.
So yeah.
We're hull below the waterline. We're flooding quickly. Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Yeah, but now we get to see how these guns go against a nice little destroyer.
All stations, reporting the position of a strategic target.
And there's a Dutch cruiser around. Probably have to put the steering gears because for a battlecruiser, not really. It's like can't really turn like the British ones can.
Torpedo tips destroyed. Problem solved, sir. Concentrate fire on the designated target.
Come on. I wish I had like a smoke screen or something. And Montana finishes me off. Yeah, definitely was this. Steering gears to help it turn tighter. Probably engine. No. Then I'd have to give up engine propulsion. I'd probably have to see. And just change the captain up and get different experiences for one of the other two, either the secondary gun build or the health, pretty much the health build, I guess I could say, that I have now for it. We'll see. But there we go on Schlieffen. My thoughts. I'd probably play with Schlieffen a little bit more than I probably would Großer Körfer, even though, yes, it has a bigger health pool, but I liked the added bonus of the torpedo tubes. The only thing I don't like is the damage control. Yes, it's limited, but still. But if depends, I guess, on your playstyle. I still treat my battle cruisers as battleships, occasionally a little bit more than I should, which I know that's just not good to do. But pretty much, if you like playing with the German battlecruiser, Schlieffen is a good investment, either with real or fake currency. Or if you like the battleship route, go große Kurfürst. Or if you just like having all the legendary ships as a collection, pretty much like I did, have to collect all the ships, why not? Especially if you can. It's another good reason, pretty much. If you're a Kriegsmarine fan, there you go. You have another ship, or you just like these ships to do what ifs. Like, hey, what if they did do the Z plan and they made these ships? I don't know. But if you have a 30 million lying around, or 20 bucks just eating away in your wallet or something, you want to be a wallet warrior for a change, there you go. She's a good ship. Are there other good legendary ships? Yes. For me, I instantly went after the carriers when I saw them. But that's for another video, when maybe I'll do the top 5 carrier video. You see on that one. But now I'm rambling, so this is what I'm going to leave it off for now. So I want to thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe and hit that bell to notify you anytime that I post a video or go live. And let me know in the comments, do you have Schlieffen? What do you think of her? And let me know if you knew any of that random facts that I had in my head just about little stuff like the Z Planner. What do you think these ships would have done in a what-if scenario? Like, what if these Z Plan ships were actually created? Let me know. And as always, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. See ya.